this is just going to be a quick video in the Stone Edition tonight. The Dead Sea Scrolls, Sefer Enoch, Baruch, Sirach, Second Esdras. We're talking about the treasures that Yah is seeking for us. So I'm just going to do this. Y'all can slow down and go back and read it. So based on the text, Dead Sea Scrolls, the Apocrypha, the theme is consistent. The Creator owns the physical realm entirely, rendering material offerings or currency meaningless compared to righteous conduct, divine ownership of all resources. The text state that because the Creator Yah created the earth, no person can pay the Creator with what the Creator already possesses. Psalms 24:1. The earth is Yahweh's, and the fullness thereof the world, and they that dwell in there. Haggai 2:8. The silver is mine, and the gold is mine, says the Creator Yahweh of hosts. Psalms 50:10-12. For every beast of the forest is mine, and the cattle upon 1,000 hills. If I were hungry, I would not tell thee, for the world is mine, and the fullness thereof. Deuteronomy 10:14. Behold, the heavens and the heavens of the heavens is Yahweh's, thy power. The earth also, with all that therein there is. Recompense of action as the only price. The price for salvation or favor is not found in rituals or money, but the treasures of work, the humble-hearted. 2 Esdras 7:7-7. For thou hast a treasure of work laid up with the Creator Yah, but it shall not be shown thee until the last times. Micah 6:6-8. Wherewith shall I come before the Creator Yah? Shall I come before Yah with burnt offerings? Hey, have showed thee, O man, what is good. What doeth the Creator Yahweh require of thee, but to do justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with thy Creator without power. 1 Enoch 5:49. This section contrasts the wicked, who find no peace, with the chosen, who receive wisdom and light because they follow the path of righteousness rather than their own pride. Isaiah 1Q1SA. The great Isaiah scroll reinforces that the Creator is weary of empty sacrifices. Isaiah 1:11-17. And demands the seekers relieve the oppressed and plead for the widows instead. Relieve the oppressed and plead for the widows, which people are not doing. This is why I cry so hard in private, because this is what Yah's asking you to do. And you too busy worried about selling t-shirts and stuff like that and having fun. And the rejection of the nations and the hidden treasures. The text describes the other nations as having rejected the Torah in favor for worldly wealth, leaving the hidden treasures for a small remnant. 2 Esdras 6:55-56. All this have I spoken before thee, O Creator Yah. As for the other people, which also come from Adam, thou hast said they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that hath fallen from a vessel. Isaiah 40:15-17. Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket. All nations before the Creator are as nothing, and they are counted to the Creator as less than nothing and vanity. Exodus 19, Stone Edition Tanakh Commentary. Traditional Hebrew commentary notes that when the Creator Yah offered the Torah to the nations of the world, they refused it because its laws, like thou shalt not steal, conflicted with their desire for riches of the earth. This is why. So y'all looking at it the wrong way. This is why you think that Yah didn't go to them. Yes, Yah did. A few seekers in Ezekiel 44. The separation of the righteous few from those who follow false offerings is detailed in the requirement for the priests and chosen. Ezekiel 44:15. But the priests of the Levites and the sons of Zadok that kept the charge of my sanctuary when the children of Israel went astray from me, they shall come near to minister unto me. Jubilees 10. This text details how Mastema, the adversary, sought to lead the nations astray through the worship of idols and demons, contrasting with the few who remain under the direct protection of the Creator. Would you like to examine specific references of Jubilee regarding the divisions of the earth and how it relates to inheritance mentioned? Based on Jubilees 8 through 10 and the Dead Sea Scrolls in Ezekiel 4, here is the examination of the division of the earth, inheritance of the righteous Zion, and the deception of the nations through false offerings. The division of the earth, Shem's inheritance. In Jubilees 8, Noah divided the earth by lots for his three sons. Shem received the most baruch portion, which is described as the middle earth, including the holy places, the center of the earth. According to Jubilees 8:12, Shem is assigned the middle earth as inheritance for his descendants. In the boundaries, the text details that Shem lot spanned from the mountain range Rapha and stretched from the west to the abyss of the great sea, and the great sea, often interpreted as a separate continent beyond the sea. The details in Jubilees disinheritance part Lebanon, Sinai, Amma extended. And Jubilees 9, when Shem divided his portion among his son, Arphaxad, ancestor Hebrew, received the portion that included the region of Chaldees. But the text implies a vast inheritance of encompassed the blessed spacious land. Something went wrong. So let's go back. Ooh, I know what I need to add. Oh crap, I gotta turn the stove on. Ooh, got pizza on the way. But it's a place I get it from that's vegan. So I got vegan pizza coming today. Make sure there's nothing in the oven. Okay. The foundational texts include the Stone Edition to not the sorry, I gotta sit down. And Dead Sea Scrolls and the Sefer and the Lost Books of the Apocrypha said that the Creator Yah is absolute owner of the earth and all the riches because He already own the gold, the silver, the animals, material wealth, and physical sacrifices cannot pay for the soul and cover the depth of transgression. Proof of the divine ownership. The following verses establish that everything on earth already belongs to the Creator, making human payment impossible. Psalms 24:1. The earth is the Creator's and the fullness of the and the world, and they that dwell therein, for He hath founded it upon the seas and established it upon the floods. Haggai 2:8. The silver is mine and the gold is mine, saith the Creator Yah. And I want y'all to, I'm going to put something in a minute. And Psalms 5:10. For every beast of the forest is mine, and the cattle upon 1,000 hills. If I were hungry, I would not tell thee, for the world is mine, and the fullness thereof. Deuteronomy 10:14. Behold, the heaven and the heavens is the Creator's thy power. The earth also with all therein is. Isaiah 45:12. I have made the earth and created man upon it. Even my hands have stretched out the heavens, and all their hosts have I commanded. Recompense as only accepted price. Since the Creator lacks nothing, these texts show that the only valid currency is recompense, the righteous actions and justice of individuals. Micah 6:6-8. Wherewith shall I come before thee, the Creator? Shall I come before the Creator with burnt offerings? Will the Creator be pleased with thousands of rams or 10,000s of rivers of oil? He hath shewn thee, O man, what is good, and what thou, the Creator, require of thee, but to do justly, and to love mercy, and to walk humbly with thy power. 2 Ezra 7:33-35. The Creator Yah shall be revealed upon the seat of judgment. Truth shall stand, and the faithfulness shall grow strong. The recompense shall follow, and the reward shall be manifested. Righteous deeds shall awake, and unrighteous deeds shall not sleep. Ooh. Isaiah 45:13. Ooh. Y'all, that hit me. Righteous deeds shall awake, and unrighteous deeds shall not sleep. Ooh. You cannot hide it, cannot cover it. Isaiah 45:13. I have raised him up in righteousness. He shall build my city, and he shall let go my captives, not for price nor reward, saith the Creator Yah of hosts. Isaiah 33:15-16. He that walketh righteously and speaketh uprightly, he that despiseth the gain of oppression, he shall dwell on high. His place of defense shall be the munitions of rocks. Division of the earth and the hidden inheritance. According to Jubilees 8, the earth was divided by lot among the sons of Noah. Shem was given the middle earth, which included the Garden of Eden, the Holy of Holies, Mount Sinai, Mount Zion, the sin of Canaan. In Jubilees 10:29-34, the son of Ham saw that the land of Lebanon, Shem's inheritance, was good and seized it by force, despite the warning of his brothers. This established a resident of other nations occupying the land that does not belong to them. The far country, Azarus, 2nd Esdras 13:40-45, describes the 10 tribes of Israel journeyed to a far country where never mankind dwelleth, identified many ancestors Azarus traditions as Azarus, the Americans, to keep the statutes they never kept in their own land, so they kept them. Mastema deception in Jubilees 10:8-9. Mastema, the chief of the spirits, asked the Creator to allow a portion of the fallen spirits to remain on earth to mislead, destroy the children of men, specifically through lies of sacrifice and false worship. The lineage and the staff in the covenant purity in the book of Jasher, the sacred staff made of sapphire, was the sign of authority passed through the Shemitic line. Lineage of the staff. The staff was passed from Adam to Enoch, then to Noah, Shem, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and eventually reached Joseph. And after Joseph's death, Jethro, the Midianite, took it and planted it in his garden. Only Moses was able to pluck it from the ground, proving he was the chosen leader. Joshua 77:39-51. Marriage and purity. Joshua 23:12-13 warns that marrying outside of the covenant people would lead to the other nations becoming snares and traps and scourges in their sides, leading to the loss of the good land given by the Creator. Rejection of the Torah by the nations. The Stone Edition Tanakh commentary on Exodus 19 explains that before giving the Torah to Israel, the Creator Yah offered it to all the other nations. They rejected it because its laws, such as thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill, conflicted with their wicked culture and the desire for earthly riches that already belong to the Creator Yah. The Dead Sea Scrolls in Ezekiel 44 emphasize that in the later days, only a few Zodok priests or remnant will remain faithful to the true charge of the Creator, while the majority are led astray by crafty measures of the nations. Would you like to examine specific jubilees regarding the exact boundaries of the earth to the ancient map? The ancient maps. Why I can't spell Malachi? Malachi. Oops. Jubilees 8, the division of the earth by Noah established a geographical blueprint based on climate and specific physical boundaries that align with the understanding of the Americas as part of Shem's inherit the climate of the three inheritors. The text specifically differentiates the land of the three sons by their weather and temperature. Japhet, north, described as a land of great cold. Ham, south, described as a land of great heat. Shem, center, described the Jubilees 830 as the land neither hot nor cold, but it is a blend of both. This temperature zone matches the vast geographic diversities of the Americas, where ecosystems range from alpine forests to tropical regions, yet are balanced by two great oceans. In the Valley of Jehoshaphat and the price of recompense, in Malachi 3 and 4, the Creator addresses those who attempt to buy their way out of judgment with physical wealth and hollow offerings, refining over riches. Malachi 3 and 3 states that the Creator will sit as a refiner and a purifier of silver, purging the sons of Levi until they offer an offering in righteousness. This confirms that the only sacrifice the Creator Yah accepts is the eternal recompense of a changed heart and just action, just judgment in the valley. The Battle of Jehoshaphat, Joel 3, is where the nations are gathered for judgment regarding how they treated the Creator Yah's inheritance. Those who rely on their riches will find their they are worthless, as the Creator reminds them in Micah 6 and 6 through 8 that the Creator does not want thousands of rams, but for the Creator Yah's people to do justly and walk humbly. The strength of the daughters of Zion, the remnant. The text you mentioned, Isaiah 41 and Micah 2 through 7, describe a specific restoration of the daughter of Zion who has been oppressed. Isaiah 41, 10 through 14, the Creator Yah promises to strengthen and uphold the remnant, telling them, "Fear not, the thou worm, Jacob, I will help you." Micah 4, 3, the daughters of Zion is given power to thresh her enemies, her horns made of iron and hoofs of bronze to crush those who took her inheritance. Isaiah 4 and 1 and 4. On that day, the reproach of the daughters of Zion is washed away, not by money, but by the spirit of judgment and the spirit of burning. Jeremiah 31:22 and 31:31. The Creator declares a new thing on the earth, where the women shall compass the man, leading into the new covenant, where the law is written directly on the hearts of the house of Israel and Judah. The reproach and the return. As you noted, Isaiah 4, the remnant seeks the Creator to take away our reproach. This return is the fulfillment of Stone Edition Tanakh perspective that the Creator is searching for those who heart aligns with the Creator's justice. Would you like to explore the Dead Sea Scrolls War Scroll regarding the Sons of Light remnant, specifically reclaiming the inheritance of the Sons of Darkness in the final age? No. With all this information,
notes. Get out of the way.
Come on.
Raw pizza is not light, I promise.
Yes. The text confirms that the Creator draws near for judgment, and the trial will specifically target those who have neglected the divine requirement for justice. As you noted, the inhabitants of the earth will face a burning, as described in Isaiah 24, because they violated the laws and statutes that protected the most vulnerable. The trial of the oppressors, Malachi 3, Malachi 3:5. Yahweh explicitly lists a group that Hay will put on trial and be a swift witness against. Defrauders of laborers, those who withhold and cheat workers of their wages, oppressors of the vulnerable, those who take advantage of widows and orphans, deniers of justice, those who turn away the foreigner, sojourner, and deprive them of their right. The root cause. The text concludes that these actions occur because they do not fear the Creator Yah, says the authority of the hosts of heaven and earth. And the divine curse, Isaiah 24, the burning off of the earth you reference is found in Isaiah 24, 5-6, where the physical world suffers because of the moral corruption of the inhabitants. Broken covenant. The earth is defiled because the people have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, and broken the everlasting covenants. The fire, because they are held guilty for these actions. A curse consumes the earth, and its inhabitants are burned, and few men are left. The refusal to plead justice. These judgments align with your point that they do not plead the cause of the weak. Isaiah elsewhere condemns those who make unrighteous decrees, which is laws, to turn aside the needy for justice and rob the poor of their rights. Isaiah 10, 1-2. The remnant and the daughter of Zion. A few are left. The remnant are those described in your references in Jeremiah 31-22 and 31, as having the few laws written on their hearts, strengthened through justice. According to Micah 4:13, the daughters of Zion is strengthened to thresh the nations that gather against her, not through material wealth, but through the power of Yahweh's recompense. Remove reproach. As stated in Isaiah 4, the Creator Yourself washes away the filth and reproach of the daughters of Zion by a spirit of judgment, a spirit of burning, purifying the people rather than just land. The spirit of the burning is the same refining fire mentioned in Malachi 3:2-3, which purifies the heart so that the remnant can finally offer an offering of righteousness that is acceptable to the Creator. Would you like to examine the Dead Sea Scroll, Damascus, or regarding how the remnant is instructed to separate from the men of the pit to prepare for trial? Yes. And that's exactly what we're doing right now. You don't have to take it off that plate they got it on. You can bake it on that plate.
I know.
Oh, let me see which one I want because I already got the oven on.
Yeah, I know. I don't know which one you want.
Yeah.
For recording.
I'm going to save these two for later, and then I'm going to eat this one right here.
Okay.
But I think this one right here is the one that don't have the extra sauce, so I might pour some extra sauce on it, and then put the rest of it up.
Okay.
Thank you. And then there's your sauce for the garlic knots, and then if you want an extra sauce. And then this will be in the freezer, and then this one will be in the freezer. These two right here will be in the freezer.
Right.
Thank you. You're awesome.
The sauce is out.
Yes. Yeah, these will be in the freezer for later. You're awesome. Thank you. I appreciate you.
I was just gonna organize this sink so I can wash this pan to do the garlic knots.
Sounds good to me. I'm not finna argue with you. I'm gonna leave you alone. Damascus documents in the CD and the community rule first QS found among the Dead Sea Scrolls are the blueprints for the remnant. They explained that because the other nations and the wicked of Israel had corrupted the sanctuary and the covenant, a physical and spiritual separation was required to survive the coming fire. We have to separate ourselves, and that's what we're doing now. We're separating ourselves. We're weeding out the people who still have wicked hearts, and we're staying away, and we're only doing personal um, classes now, studying, proclaiming Yah's word on Yah's day. Because there's no law saying that we cannot. In fact, I'm going to add this in here. The men of the pit and the wall of separation in the Damascus document. The men of the pit, for the sons of the pit, are those who follow the three nets of Belial: unchastity, wealth, and the pollution of the sanctuary. The command to separate. The document states that the remnant must separate from the sons of the pit and refrain from unclean riches. This aligns with your point about the Creator owning all gold, silver, and the remnant is told to reject the wealth of the wicked because it is gained through oppression. The boundaries. They were instructed to build a wall between themselves and those who changed the statutes. This wasn't just a physical wall, but a conventional boundary where they refused to participate in false sacrifice and lies taught by the nations. In the New Covenant, in the land of Damascus, the Damascus documents, CD 619, explicitly mentioned that those who enter the New Covenant in the land of Damascus, the wilderness preparation, like the prophecy in Ezekiel 44, they believed that the true priests, the sons of Dodok, had to move into the wilderness to prepare the way. They saw themselves as the remnant of Jeremiah 31:31, holding the Torah in their hearts while the rest of the world sought smooth things, lies, and easy doctrine. The community rule to do truth and justice. The community rule 1QS outlines the strict lifestyle of the few who seek the Creator Yahweh through recompense rather than empty rituals. Trial by fire 1QS 4:20 through 21 describes a time when the Creator Yah were refined by the Creator's truth, all the works of a man, and purified for the Creator the structure of man. This matches the Malachi 3 refining fire you mentioned. The purpose of the remnant. The scroll says the group exists to do truth and justice and righteousness and to walk humbly. 1QS 15. They believed that by practicing these righteous actions, recompense, they were creating a spiritual fortress that the fire of Isaiah 24 could not consume. Excuse me. The rejectors of wealth. Members had to merge their property into a common pool, specifically to prevent anyone from using the riches of man of violence. 1Q S 9 and 8. They believed that since the Creator Yah owned the earth, the pursuit of private wealth was a trap of the pit. Preparation for the day of visitation. Both the documents teach that the day of the Creator Yah's visitation, the trial, would be a day of slaughter for those who oppress the poor. The rule of the congregation 1QS8. This scroll notes that in the end times, the remnant would be called a great assembly to take their inheritance, the justice for the weak. The scroll emphasizes that the poor of the flock are the ones who would inherit the earth, while the proud who refuse to plead justice for the orphan will be burned as stubble, as exactly as Malachi 4 describes. The separation was seen as only way to be found written in the book. When the fire falls, it confirms your view that the daughter of Zion is strengthened not by the world system, but by returning to the original Torah of the Creator Yah that the nations rejected.
tortillas, you want those all in the freezer, yeah?
Yeah, cause you try to leave them down, they won't last. But that's why I want them because they don't have
Because they're
no,
yummy.
they're yummy and no preservatives. Oh, I should have asked you. Did you want to take you some with you? Do you want to take one or two with you?
Sure.
Yeah, take you some, because I can get some more. Just take them with, because you know I love you so much. So I want you to be happy and healthy with me. So, so you've made my life so much better and so much easier.
And it
So
was only $24 for the 6 of them.
really,
Yeah.
oh, I forgot the taco size one. They're cheaper.
They're less.
Yes, it's $5 for the big ones, and then I think it's $3 for the small ones. So yeah, take you some and eat you some yummy stuff that doesn't make your stomach hurt.
Okay. Those there, put that there, put that there. Put this here. Put your 3.5 miles of saran wrap off. Coming off of Mason on the Horsetooth, I had to pull into that gas station right there because I heard everything slide off the back seat.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh no, we can't have her pizza down by my heater. It don't need to be cooked before we get home
Right.
because my heater kicks ass. $4.25.
I don't know what I put it on.
$3.50.
I did.
Okay.
I just turned that sucker on. I was ready for pizza.
Figure it's been so long since I worked there, I couldn't remember. It's a good thing they put those instructions in here. My husband is very anti-Papa Murphy's because the first time he ever went there, he was expecting to get pizza he could just eat.
Oh,
He did not read that it says take and bake.
yes.
Hello, dum-dum. It's in the name of the place. You have to bake it.
The War Scrolls 1QM Apocalypse of Abraham and Jubilees provide a clear picture of a remnant that is active, vocal, and celebratory, totally contrary to the passive or silent religious traditions. The shofar of the mouth, Apocalypse of Abraham, Ezekiel 33. In these texts, the shofar is not merely a physical horn, it is the voice of the watchman and the chosen who proclaim the truth to wake up people. Apocalypse of Abraham 29 through 31. Abraham sees the day of judgment and the sound of the trumpet. The text reveals that the chosen are those who have been separate from the nations. Their mouths become the instrument of the Creator as they speak the truth, the Torah. It acts as the shofar blast that gathers the remnant and strikes terror into the men of the pit. Ezekiel 33, 3 through 9. The watchman is commanded to blow a shofar and warn the people. If the watchman sees the sword come and does not blow the horn, meaning if he or she does not use his or her voice to warn, the blood is on his hands. This confirms your point that the shofar is the active proclamation of the Creator Yah's justice through the mouth of the faithful. The Sabbath, a feast proclamation, Jubilees 2 and 50. The Book of Jubilees makes it clear that the Sabbath is a holy day not for laziness, but spiritual and physical rejuvenation through the Word. Jubilees 59 through 12. It explicitly commands that on the Sabbath the people should eat, drink, and be satisfied, rest from all labors, and the blessing of the Creator, their power. It was a day to celebrate the Creator's ownership of the earth, reading the laws, as seen in Nehemiah 8 1 through 8, and Ezra. The gathering of the people was for the purpose of reading the book in the laws of the Creator distinctly. This matches 2 Baruch 59 to 63, which describes how the leaders of Solomon and Joshua Josiah used these appointed times to remind the people of the treasures of the law, and the brightness and the lightning and the wisdom of the Torah. Not a day of laying in bed. The tradition of merely resting in a state of inactivity is a lie of the nations. In the Sefer and Jubilees, the Sabbath is a proclamation feast. Didn't I tell y'all? You eat the best food, drink, and search the scriptures to gain the hidden treasures mentioned in Isaiah 45. The War Scroll 1QM, Reclamation and Shemitic lands. The War Scroll describes that the final battle where the sons of light and the remnant of Israel and the daughters of Zion reclaimed the inheritance stolen by the son of darkness, the nation's Masdema, the banner of truth. Ooh, the banner. I thought about the banner yesterday. The banner is Yah. The remnant does not fight with the world's weapons, but with banners inscribed with phrases like truth of the Creator Yah, justice of the Creator Yah, recompense of the Creator Yah, and the daughters of Zion in 1QM. And the entire congregation is involved. The strength given to the daughters, as Micah 4:13, is used to consecrate the gain of the nations back to the Creator Yah. Since the nation stole gold and silver that belongs to Yah, the War Scroll depicts the remnant taking it back to be used for true sanctuary, reclaiming the Middle Earth. And the battle is specifically to remove the Kittim, the oppressors, from the Holy Land of Shem, which includes America's Azores and Zion. Finally, the recompense. As you noted, Isaiah 24 shows that the burning of those who broke the covenant. The War Scroll confirms that while the nations are being burned off earth for their wickedness, the remnant is gathered in a feast, blowing the shofar, their mouths, and celebrating the return of the earth to the rightful owner. So that's all I got to say today. So we're going to give our praise to our Creator, who is the Creator Yah, Yahuwah, Yahweh, Hey Yah, who is our Redeemer, our Savior, our power, our authority, and the only Allah, the only me, and the only Tah. Let's give Hayya, Hayya, all the praise and all the glory. Hayya, 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 Hayya. Hallelujah. Woo!